Good morning, everyone. This is Paul Laponte with Quality Sewing. I'm here with Reva Flood. We're at the Brother convention here in Nashville to see new product, and this is our first look at some very exciting new things. I think you're going to be really excited. We have some special guests that are going to give us some great information. And also our cameraman Michael is here as well, so we're down here representing Quality Sewing, seeing what's new. So when we come back, we have all these new items. So we'll just start with, Brother has introduced a lot of new products. They're always on the leading edge. These machines behind me, what's really cool about them is that they are all wireless enabled. So they're, they've gone and said, we need to make, machines easier. We need to be able to use them with our phones. This is my new iPhone here. I got a bigger one because I couldn't see the screen. But actually, we're going to talk in a minute about Artspira, which is an exciting new app that's going to be available this fall. And it's going to work not only with these new machines, but it's going to work with any Brother machine. And I know a lot of you already own Brother machines. Any Brother machine with a wireless capability, Artspira is going to give you an entirely new way to create designs. It's also going to talk to your scan and cut. So this is really exciting stuff. Right behind me are some brand new machines that they all have the wireless capability. They're sewing and embroidery. We have one model over here that's a dedicated embroidery machine, with a 5x7 frame, and we have two brand new models that feature Disney designs. But one other thing we have a brand new 4x7 magnetic hoop that fits any of this style machine. So if you already have, we have sold over the years literally hundreds and hundreds of machines in this class of machine. This, the magnetic hoop makes it so much easier to hoop your fabric, and it's something we're going to have available this fall. So what I'd like to do now, I'd like to introduce Amelia from Brother. She is a product manager for the machines, and also she's been involved with the development of Artspira. I got to learn to say it right. Hi, Amelia.
Okay.
Good morning.
How are you, Paul?
Fantastic. Thanks for joining us here.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm very excited to walk you through Artspira.
Artspira, not Artspira.
That's okay. I know you kind of already went over the machines, but yeah, the wireless LAN capability, I am just so excited about that, especially because, these are such great machines to begin with, but now they connect with Artspira. And Artspira is something that we're going to be launching in fall of 2022, September 27th specifically. And what it is it's an app that's going to connect to your scan and cut models, your embroidery models, anything with a wireless connection, right? So your XPs, even your PRs eventually.
And you can use this on any phone, on
yes.
an Android phone, an iPhone,
yep, Android,
on your tablet,
iPhone
on your
phones,
iPad,
yep.
any of those things.
Phones and tablets right now. We don't have a desktop version currently, but that our main focus right now are those mobile devices, right? Because we're always on the go. And these little machines here, this one's only about 22 pounds. So how easy it is to just pack this in your car, and you've got all of your sort of editing stuff here, right here in the app.
Right, and the beauty of these machines is that they use the same logic and the same as our big machines. A lot of you own, the larger machines. When you go into the screen's not as large, but if you're thinking of a travel machine, like any Brother, it's extremely easy to use. It has the automatic, advanced needle threaders, and so they really have incorporated that into whether you're looking for a smaller package or you want one of our larger machines. And this, like we said, is going to work with all those machines.
Yes, and so I'll just go through the app kind of quickly. So I do want to say that this is a beta app, so it's probably going to look a little different at launch. There'll be some more robust features built in here, but ideally all of your categories are going to be sort of on the top here. So you can scroll left to right. You'll have the ability to select cutting patterns, embroidery patterns. There's just a tile for patterns, which will be templates, and I'll get into that in just a second. And then we'll also have projects. So the projects can be anything from embroidery specific, scan and cut specific, or combination projects too. So Brother is actually one of the only companies that has crafting and embroidery products on one app where you don't have to switch between applications. It's all sort of contained right here. So then next I want to just go into the digital weekly magazine. So we're going to be launching something called Artspira magazine, and every week there'll be a new edition. Every week.
Wow.
And that will include projects. So this first edition here, we have about 8 different projects focusing kind of on the Halloween holiday, but there'll be a mix of different trends, seasonality. We might even be featuring designers. So you may see some of our ambassadors featured on here as well. So that's a really cool feature. And then on top of the Art Spira magazine, we're going to be giving customers 30 free designs every month, and they're gonna be new every month. Again, that'll be a mix of trend and seasonality. It won't be anything that's on your machine, so you'll have all those great designs built into the machine, and then the additional free content here within the app. These other rows here are going to be where the new designs are uploaded, and then there's also going to be a pattern recommendation. This is just going to learn some of the things that you're interested in. So maybe if there's a couple categories that you are, eyeing, it will pull kind of some of those designs into that category. But the thing that I am most excited about this app is the drawing tools. So if you go to New and you select Drawing Tools, you have the option to select a 4x4 or 5x7 frame. We'll select 5x7, and here is an empty canvas artboard, right? So here we can actually draw, and you'll have to excuse me, I'm not very good at drawing, but you can do, things like your initials, you can backspace it, you can do templates, or you can actually do images too. So let me do templates and then I'll walk you through the images. So these are the drawing templates. You can actually select through a couple different ones. So if you're not great at drawing like I am, you can select one, insert it to your canvas, and you can actually kind of turn and manipulate the design in here. If I was making this for someone and I wanted to add a customizable element, I could always add my signature or my initials just to give it that little bit of loving touch. And then you're gonna hit done. And you can hit next, and then for this purpose we'll say save, and then you're just going to add whatever title you want to save it as. It's going to save to the server, and then this is what we're calling our stitch simulator. So here you can actually see exactly how it's going to be stitched out on your machine and how long it's going to take. And this is a cool feature. You can also share this on social media as a GIF, so you can share it with friends and they can kind of see some of those custom creations. Like I said, this one's a template, but you can really do anything you want in here via a stylus or using your finger. So at that point we would hit done. And if I had my machine connected, which we don't today, but you would hit transfer here and it would automatically transfer to...
Instantly send it right to this machine.
And it takes
or any
seconds.
Seconds,
yeah. And you would retrieve it.
And of
just
course,
like,
once it's there, you can combine it with other
Yes.
other design elements. You can combine it with your built-in monograms, embroidery, and make a custom thing. So this is a wonderful new advanced, wonderful new product. So how much does it cost?
It is completely free.
Isn't that amazing? So like all apps, this is going to be completely free. You're coming from Brother, and it's going to expand the capability of all of our new machines, but it's going to expand the capability of all the machines that you already own. So I think you're going to have so much fun with this. It's September 27th,
Yep.
right?
Mm-hmm.
It's coming out, and these machines are coming out this fall. We're going to have these machines. We have special introductory pricing on these machines, and you have a question?
A question came through on the chat, which is the Canvas workspace going away, or is that going to stay put?
That is a great question. So Canvas Workspace is staying. So you'll have the full functionality of Canvas Workspace, but of course you can also use Art Spira with your scan and cut. So I would say mainly the only differences are there'll be new content like designs and things uploaded on Art Spira that you can transfer. And then of course you can use Canvas Workspace for any of your editing, enhanced image tracing, and of course all those features that are included with Canvas Workspace.
Okay, Amelia, thank you so much.
Yeah,
That
thank
was
you
awesome.
so much for coming.
So let's go over here. We have a special guest here. Angela Wolf is with Reva, and she has a brand new serger that's coming out this fall to show you. A very exciting new product, and I'm gonna let Angela do that.
Guys, I'm so excited. I'm so excited because take a quick look. Air threader.
Ta-da!
Yay! We're doing the happy dance, Reva.
Yes, absolutely.
So not only do you have the Great Brother serger, now it's air threading, touch of a button, and actually I've been working on this for about a month. You can still, even though it's air threading, I've put decorative threads through there. Look at these fabulous pants I made. You can wear them later. They'll just super fun things. Great serger. A few other quick things on here. To lower and raise the knife is a little lever here at the bottom now. You don't have to open that cover. Check out this red light. How many of you have ever serged and you start and something goes wrong? Well, Reva, ever?
Oh, never. A serger is the easiest thing to use. So that's cool though, because then it tells you if a door's open or
So if you
something's
press
wrong.
on the foot pedal right now, it will not surge. No, it
Nothing.
doesn't. It doesn't surge. All right, so in here also, The stitch finger, which used to you have to pull out, now you don't anymore. There's some levers over here. If I can see it back here, here you go. Stitch finger goes in and out, and also there's another lever here for using a 2-thread. I don't know if I'm grabbing the right one because my head's on the wrong side. But either way, 2-thread looks beautiful, comes with 3 feet. The blind stitch, gathering and piping. You can sew in zippers, you can hem your pants, all of those things. A beautiful tray, and of course, a fabulous brother machine. I'm very excited about this, and it's a very good price point.
Absolutely. And she mentioned the lever for the stitch finger. So what you'd use that for is if you want to do a rolled hem instead of taking things off or having to manipulate them. And the other thing you're going to love about this machine being air threading is the fact that you don't have to worry about that pesky order on threading things in a certain order, because you know the joys of a serger. If you don't thread it right, it won't sew.
Right.
So that is not the case with this one. So you're going to love that. And like Angela said, awesome price point, and it's really a lovely, lovely machine. So I think everyone's gonna love sewing on this one.
I know I was doing the happy dance.
Yeah, I know you love sergers. I love sergers.
Yes.
But this is so much better than getting out that thread chart.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Push the button. That's it.
Right. That's right. So this will be coming in the fall, and so go ahead and you can put down a deposit, and we'll put your name on the list. Be first on the list.
And the pricing's yet to be determined on this?
Yes. The pricing, we'll have that in store probably within the next week or so, or the couple days.
We'll have it later on.
Oh, he'll have it today, later.
We'll have it today.
So
I just call the closest store.
yeah,
Give them an hour or two.
Yeah, let them get open
They
first.
don't even open
Okay.
for 45 minutes.
Yeah, but it's going to be awesome, and so you're going to absolutely love it. So if you've been waiting to get a serger that doesn't frustrate the tar out of you, here it is.
Easy to do.
Easy to do. So I know that what Paul talked about was really, really exciting, and this is fabulous. But my favorite's over there. So
My favorite too.
Let's go that way.
Let's go. So all of you that have the XP1, XP2, fabulous machine. Now we have the XP3, and just to take a quick
You
look
gotta
here.
see this. You gotta see this.
Check out the lid.
Isn't that beautiful?
I know. I think there's like Mickey Mouse faces in there. I didn't know it, but if you put your glasses on,
and
you
it's
can
a
see.
beautiful, sparkly, kind of a charcoaly, bluish gray.
Yeah.
It's so pretty. It's
A
probably
whole
one of the prettiest
different
ones.
look will look fabulous in your sewing room. But all right, besides cosmetics, there's so much more. Do you remember the foot that we had a long time ago? The dual foot. So if you push at the bottom, you can cut your thread. They even added more options now. Lift and raise your needle, all that. But it's a different design now. Do you notice?
Yeah, it is
more
really
ergonomical.
ergonomic. And then the cord's longer, so it can reach if you have it in a
Yes.
cabinet and things like that. So this is going to be really fun.
And you don't have to use it. You could just have one, and you can put this little pedal on the right or the left, depending.
But it sure does make it handy if you don't want to take your hands off your work.
Absolutely. So that's in the box. And then this came out last year, but now it's in the box with the XP3, the Move It foot, the new skinny one. I always say it went on a diet. It's so much better. I have so many YouTube videos, Reva, where my fabric was gathering, and
Yeah.
we'd all get a good laugh on it. Not anymore.
See, I call him the lowrider.
Oh, I like that. The lowrider. Fabulous.
Yeah.
Okay, so we
Favorite.
don't have to go by
Favorite.
anymore. Check
Yeah,
this out.
Look at the fine tip on that stylus. Now this comes with the XP3. And the things that we were just showing you, the foot control, the compact movement foot, the stylus, and the new foot that she's going to show you in a second also come in an upgrade. If you have XP2, you'll get an XP3 if you get that box.
In the upgrade kit. All right, so I have to talk about the new end foot here up there,
Okay.
right here. You might be able to see it really good there. It looks a little different, has a little plastic on each side. So when you put that foot on for decorative stitches, it keeps it stable. And then check out the back. I just call this the super slippery finish. You can sew over faux leather, difficult fabrics, and it's a breeze. But not everybody has an XP, maybe not. That foot you can purchase by itself all the way back to the people who had the Quattro. I still have my Quattro. I love it. I pet it every once in a while, but I use my XP. But that foot works with that too. That's the new end foot.
And it looks longer. It looks like it's
It is.
a little bit, have more contact with the fabric.
I don't know. Is it
No.
longer?
I don't know.
I was so excited about the
Everything looks
plastic.
bigger today.
Oh, speaking of big, okay, let's get into the embroidery. So, For those that saw us on the red carpet last night, I made my dress, of course, so I took it off and brought it here. This is one of the new designs built into the machine. It's a whole sleeve. Isn't it fantastic?
Yeah, so that's one big, huge design
Yeah.
that the machine automatically lets you sew in hooped sizes, and it puts it back together for you.
And it's super easy.
Yeah.
Use a snowman sticker. In fact, I've never done this before. First try, my sleeve turned out great. Yes. So that's a bonus. Here's another big design. Actually, I'm thinking I should attach it to my dress because it matches perfectly.
I think you should.
All right, so there's way more. What about embroidery? We've got couching for letters now.
Yeah, there's the couched monograms. These are awesome. They look a lot like chenille.
Yeah.
And the look changes depending on the type of yarn that you use. So that's really cool.
And there's a few of the other designs here, but why don't we take them to the machine?
Yeah, take them to the machine, and then we'll just have this ready to show them.
Okay, so first of all, let's start at the sewing side. Something totally new, very easy to do. If my finger's not in your way, I'll use that. If it is, let me know, I'll use a stylus. But look up here where it says T. Those are the new tapering stitches. You have 20 options, I think, if I can add. There you go. Reva has a whole batch of them up here. Check those out. So every stitch, you will have the option, if you click, I'll use my stylus now. Right here. Look down here. You can still use your endpoint sewing, but if you click on the knife function, here is where you can choose how your stitch is going to start. And as you choose a different one, it shows you right on the screen. All right, pretty cool, right? And then you can choose how it's going to end, on and on. You have a lot of options. It shows you right here. Now, here's a couple of other cool things. Here is where you can just start stitching. Here is where you can say, well, this is how many designs I want on there. Tells you how long it is. And you can also use your endpoint sewing. So for the sewing side, something totally new, tapering stitches. All right, let's sneak into the embroidery. You know, I would embroider my cat if he was still alive. That's not how he died, but I would. I embroider everything. And you know,
That's good to know. This is a pet-friendly machine, though. So.
A pet friendly. My cat used to hang on it. He did not get embroidered. I don't want to get any weird text messages. All right, so there's a couple new sections here for designs. Right here. This is a new section. Look at all of these. So this is one of my favorites. It's a sewing machine and it's an applique. So for those that have the scan and cut, you can actually save this to memory, send this to your scan and cut. It'll cut everything out for you and you're good to go. If you don't have a scan and cut, that's fine too. But that's a cool applique. These are a bunch of designs that are new. Here's a couple new categories. Here's the big one. All the big designs. So here's the sleeves that I showed you. You can see I changed the colors a little bit, but you have 3 options. So you can choose this, and this will actually take you, you'll embroider that, the machine will stop, it'll tell you put your snowman stickers down, it's usually about right here and here on your mat, and then you go to the next one, not your mat, but your hoop, and the next one. Or, I made a really big boo-boo, because I was in a hurry, and I stopped embroidering and turned the machine off, and guess what? I finished one design, and then I didn't have it reprogrammed. So the next day I was like, oh, really? Well, I went in and chose this individual one here, and I was able to use the projector. And if you look closely at that sleeve, you cannot tell the difference. So it's a save even if you screw up.
There is a save. Now, just so you know, so if you're bringing up and you bring up the whole design, that's the one you really want to pick because then it will automatically walk you through aligning the others. And if you do have to go out to dinner or something, you can turn off the machine and turn it back on and it will be right in the right spot. What Angela was talking about is the wonderful thing when things happen.
Yes, well,
that you don't expect.
What it tells you is put those snowman stickers on, move your fabric before you turn the machine off. It told me right on the screen.
Oh, you just didn't listen.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
I don't even think it was as glamorous as a dinner. I think I was just lazy. That's about it. So you have all those new designs, which I love. Okay, quilting.
Well, what about, before we get to quilting, what about the new long stitch?
Oh,
Those are really pretty.
Yes. I'll use my finger. Right here, this is a new category. This is a lot of fun. Check these out. They almost look like hand stitches.
Or kind of like
You can see them here.
like these look like those nail art almost, but embroidered.
Yeah, so actually this is a lot of the designs here. I love those hearts.
Those hearts are really cool. I really want to do the owl. I think he looks really slick. Aren't those cool?
Beautiful.
And usually, cool thing about these is usually your machine will automatically cut a thread if it feels it's too long. So now these designs have these really super long threads, and it's absolutely beautiful. And the machine knows not to cut them off.
Yeah.
Which
You
is
know
good.
what else I like is because I like the smaller ones. You can add those anywhere on a pair of jeans, on your pocket,
There you go.
wherever,
Yeah.
any project.
Okay, let's talk about quilting.
Okay, so that's another new category that she just mentioned.
A quick
And-
question that came through: will this machine connect to the SCANACUT SDX 225?
225, no.
No.
No. Okay.
Sorry.
That's.
But hey, you know what? You could still use a USB to transfer things around, but it doesn't go like you guys have probably seen us do on the Facebook Lives on the Brothers Show, the My Connection, if that's what you're looking for. Good question, by the way. Ask away. I'll answer if I know. All right, so embroidery. In here, there's still a lot more. We can't even cover them all, but you have new fonts. You have a lot of other things, but let's go into here. And you might remember these. Now you have this section here, which is edge-to-edge quilting. I'm not a big quilter, but I love to design fabric, so I am thrilled. Look at this. That's just one of the many designs. That's a fun one. So you click set, and in here, you pick whatever size hoop you're using. You put in the dimensions. It walks you through it. If you're listening or paying attention,
yeah.
you can't screw it up. And once you have that in the next screen, you actually have options to mirror image everything. You can turn them upside down, make your quilting look really unique. And then you hoop, and then it tells you, it literally shows you on the screen how to hoop your next piece, where to put it, and it's so easy.
And it's the perfect thing just in case you don't have a long arm. This is
Yes.
a perfect
How
thing.
big can you make it?
Oh, how can you make it? You can make it a king size. You can do 118 inches by 118
How did you
inches.
memorize that? I had to look.
Because I know this machine. And I just assumed the new feature would be the same as the old
You're
rules.
very
So-
right. 118. That's
Yeah,
huge.
It's huge. So that's a king size quilt. So that means that you can do a king size quilt very easily while sitting at a beautiful machine without having to worry about it needing 12 feet in a room, 12 by 7 feet in a room to just do your quilting. And I know you said you want to do fabric. What I've been dying to do is make a machine cover for one of my new machines, one of the by Annie patterns, and they suggest you pre-quilt your fabric. So I'm going to use the doggone cute edge-to-edge fabric patterns and do a edge-to-edge
That's a
so
good
I have
idea.
my fabric and I can ready to make my project.
I'm going to do a handbag, so we'll compare.
There you go. There you go. A handbag for your new machine?
Yes. Yeah. That's true.
And this is an optional hoop, right?
Yes, this is optional, and we all love this magnetic frame that they came out with, okay? Before, the bigger one.
Yeah, yeah.
This one, though, I did my entire sleeve in. It did all those big patterns. I didn't have to waste a lot of stabilizer,
Right.
but also it's 10 by 10. It's like a perfect,
It's a perfect size for not just quilting, for just about anything.
yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
And you know, we have one of our managers use the magnetic frame with just one layer of wash away stabilizer in order to do freestanding lace, and it held so tight.
Yes, you know, when I did these sleeves, this is mesh, but it would be the same with the tulle fabric. I did one layer of wash away, it kept it tight, no wrinkles.
Isn't that
Very
awesome?
easy. Okay,
Awesome.
but before you finish the machine, there's one more cool
Okay.
thing. For those of you that like PE design, you gotta come in here to my design center. Well, first of all, there's a few new things. The shapes are numbered, which might not matter to you, but when I'm trying to teach, I'm always like, go here, go here. Now you'll actually know where I'm going. Okay, so pick a design. And in here, there's a few new things under size. You can actually punch in your dimensions instead of having to go
Love it.
click, 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 click.
Yep.
And
Tell
then-
it exactly the size you want it.
Yes, and let's go back over here into the fills. You have a few new fills. If you look at the bottom, I love new fills. My favorite, oh, you'll probably know, it's the fish one. That's not new,
Well,
that's old.
I love that. I like the number
There's-
43. I think that's so beautiful.
These are absolutely gorgeous. But here's the new thing up here. See that? Custom?
Custom.
So those that are using PE11 can actually design their own fill in the software on the computer, bring it to the machine, and you can still adjust it in the machine.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
So awesome. Last thing I think before we turn
Okay,
it back.
we don't have time to
we
show
don't
it.
have
We
Paul?
I just tell them about it, because
Okay,
we're running out of time.
so you know the projector on the XP that shows you where your designs are going to be. It is now fast and responsive. There's no lag time or or having to have think. When you move it, it moves right on the screen,
amazing,
and it moves right for you. And there is the upgrade, we touched
There's
on
an
that.
upgrade, yeah, well, first off, thank you, Angela, for giving us, a private demonstration. We have these machines, we don't have these machines yet, but we are taking orders. We have a special pre-order price on the upgrade, and we have a deal where you buy the upgrade, which turns your XP1, your Luminaire 1 or Luminaire 2 into basically all the capabilities of the Luminaire 3. Our bundle includes the new 10x10 hoop, basically at no extra charge. So it's a fantastic deal if you want to go ahead and pre-order, and then watch for our emails, watch for our information. We have a special pre-order introductory price on this machine as well, and of course we offer great trade-ins. So call our stores for more information. Tune in soon. Thank you. We really appreciate your business.
You know what? I forgot one of the most important
Oh,
things.
the most
Angela
important
thing.
when you get the new, you're going to have the Angela Wolf Masterclass.
Yes,
that
and I
comes
added
with the
5
new
more
Luminaire 3.
lessons to show you everything we just talked to in like 3 seconds.
And
Okay.
that's if you buy the Luminaire 3 machine, not the upgrade, it's the machine itself.
Okay. Well, everyone, thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it. Until next time, bye-bye from Nashville.